This is Hannibal from the HannibalTV.com. One of four AEW executives, Kenny Omega, was in the news today after an interview he did with Sportskeeda Wrestling, where he commented on the upcoming ratings war between AEW Wrestling on TNT and WWE NXT Wrestling on the USA Network, which begins on October 2nd. He was quoted as saying, "We are going to war, and yet when I sit back and look at the grand picture, it's like I'm going to war with these dudes that if we were on the same show together, the same show, the same promotion, let's pretend there was no borders. Let's pretend there was no promotions. Let's just pretend there's one big promotion. If these guys were on the same shows as me, they'd be in the dark match. They'd be in the opening match of my main event match." He said, "You're going to call that a war? You're going to call that competition? Go ahead. Okay, maybe it's fun for you to do. That's cool, but we're different planets, and you're going to see that right away when you see 10,000 plus arenas sold out. You're going to see the smiles on the fans' faces, and you're going to see real stars, not developmental talent, but real stars appearing on your television sets every week." Now, Kenny Omega is correct. The first All Elite Wrestling TV taping is in a 10,000 plus seat arena and will have more than 10,000 fans there. But from the research I've done, the vast majority of the other TV taping arenas that they have booked are under 10,000 seat arenas. For example, their latest one they announced this week in Indianapolis, according to the Wrestling Observer, is going to be set up for 5,000 people. And some of their TV tapings have sold under 3,000 tickets. So we're still a ways away from seeing how the TV show will do and if that will help or hurt their ticket sales. They have had very impressive ticket sales thus far, but we're going to see how that continues on. But he is correct. NXT is taping in a 400-seat building that really has a plain look to it and more of a low-rent type look to it than big arenas. As far as AEW having more stars, Kenny Omega himself has not been on TV in a major promotion in the U.S. yet. I'm not saying he's not a star. From what I've seen of him, I've been impressed. Nothing but respect for him. But I wouldn't say he's a star to the mainstream audience in the U.S. yet. He very well could be. Cody Rhodes, he was always a mid-card wrestler in WWE. It's going to take a while for him to get over as a main event star. They have Chris Jericho. He is the biggest star by far. All Elite Wrestling has the Dustin Rhodes. Was he ever hugely popular as Dustin Rhodes? No, you couldn't say that, but he has been around for a long time as Dustin Rhodes. He was very popular as Goldust, although always a mid-carder as Goldust, but he will not be appearing as Goldust in AEW, and he's also 50 years old now. Then there's the Young Bucks. Again, they haven't been on TV in WWE yet. They could very well become huge stars. They're definitely huge stars on the independent scene. Overall, those handful of stars or so, yes, are bigger stars than what you see on the NXT brand now. No names really jump out to me when I read the results of last night's NXT episode. WWE will have access to bringing in WWE main roster talent, but we'll see how that goes. But my point is, AEW does not have a roster full of stars either. They have a lot of unseasoned talent, and some talent that have yet to prove themselves. So we're going to see how that plays out. And most of AEW's roster is 205 pounds and under. It's pretty much a cruiserweight roster, other than a small percentage that's over 205 pounds from the hirees they have shown so far. So we have seen that 205 Live has not been a big hit with WWE. There's talk that it might merge with NXT. So we're going to see if the 205s will do better for AEW, that seems to be building their entire brand around it. So the trash talk is heating up. Both sides definitely are ready for war. Triple H can admit it or not, but it's very obvious. WWE has counter-programmed their show with All Elite Wrestling show, which is going to be called Dynamite.